book a flight to Mars. Too expensive at 142. Then check JetBlue for 2 into Long Beach. Ray left the whip in the port.
It's a hit chick. Now I'm number one on her hit list. She killing the game because she the business. Type of chick that love you to death and leave no way. Killer. I call you killer because you slay me.
Your late night.
Such a fucking lady. Drive me half crazy. Let's go half.
Happy birthday, Hillary Clinton, as we start the show tonight.
Yeah. It's man time.
Oh.
It's man time. But we'll start off with Hillary, give her props. But it's
She's going to
time.
manhandle the country, Lil D?
Oh, Hillary's bad. She showed that today or yesterday, whenever the hearings were. I think it was yesterday or today.
She went off on them dudes.
And she handled her business. Look, before we start, you soft men out there, go on and let your lady know you need to listen to some stuff to help you out. It's man time.
Man time.
And forget all this stuff about man cave. You know, if your living room ain't yours, you got a problem. You know,
that could be a cave too, right?
That's just, look, just be a man and just
soft.
let your lady know you want to listen to some man stuff. And after you listen to the show, don't go in there with your chest all out. Take it slow. We'll build you back up.
Wow.
I'm Louis Dix.
You're funny.
Hey, man, I'm real. And you know, that's the only way
What's
to
my
survive.
name tonight? Can I go with
Roger.
I was DJing earlier in the program, so I hope you like our selection.
Teeter, can you move the mic to the side so we can see your face? There you go.
Oh, yeah, I got my new hair on today.
That's fat Frida right there.
Frat Frida.
She tells the facts. Her name is Frida.
Oh, fact.
Fact.
Excuse me, Frida.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fact Frida.
All right.
Exactly.
Excuse me for belching. I had a granola bar.
A who?
I'm at that age,
A
man.
granola? What is that?
A Natural Valley crunchy oats and honey.
You love it?
Well, I can't have Snickers or chocolate anymore. I'm at that age.
So is that a man bar?
All day long because it keeps you regular.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
We need more regular men out there. Hey, this is the Man Show.
In the late night.
Late night, sitting up. It's Friday night. That's what we do. And it's good to be here. Media Morris.
Studios.
All day long.
Fact Frida, don't forget that.
In a man neighborhood.
And the fact is, it's Morris Media.
Oh, that's the fact.
I said the media.
Hey, man, listen, men get things wrong.
But she wants to correct you.
That's cool.
Fact Frida.
Hey, listen, women can correct me.
Okay.
I'll pretend I'm listening and go about my business.
And also, happy birthday to Pele, one of the greatest soccer players in the world.
Yeah, my man. He's still hanging,
He's
right?
a man, yeah.
He's still hanging.
I think he's 75, LD.
He's still hanging. Well, I have to say, but the Latinos and Mexican Americans, they still play soccer like we play basketball.
Okay.
They can be old, overweight, and they still out there
The lights
going.
are on at night.
Yeah, they still going. I mean, on Saturdays out here, I don't know where it's anyone else, but on Saturdays in Cali, they got the field sold up.
What do you think about in Mexico? Is it a little bit better?
Well, right now,
Is it
shout
better
out to the
quality?
Mexicans. I hope things are going well out there because they got that tornado coming on them.
But is it a better quality of soccer players in Mexico?
Well, Ask USA, they lost to them.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
So recently, it was the first one. We had busted them up 7 times, but that's their sport.
it's called football. So is that real football? What are we playing over here? If that's real
we
football?
playing American money football. How much money is NFL
Gladiator.
making?
Okay.
But shout out to my Eagles to handle them Giants out there, and congratulations to Kansas City.
Wait a minute. People who are not Eagles fans at all, like myself, why did y'all get rid of y'all running back for that dude?
For DeMarco Murray?
Yeah, that's your team.
Because Chip Kelly is, being Chip Kelly.
Oh, okay.
But that's another story. But we did beat the Giants, handled that business.
Well, my
I went to a
Steelers
Philly
won,
bar.
so
It was cool. I
cut
had
it
fun.
out. My Steelers won.
Yeah, got Michael Vick hurt. But
Hey. He's not hurt. He's
little
just
boy-
taking a couple of games off. And
he had a little
let the other
tear
boy-
in his
stop it.
hamstring. But the little white boy came up, Jones. I think he third string. He's been there 3 years.
Touchdown.
Oh, because a brother caught it.
Brown.
Brown, that was a nice catch.
Thank you. We got a
But,
squad.
we
Don't
got the
hate.
Panthers next week. You 49er fans suck.
What is that about?
Man, yeah, y'all miss y'all coach now.
Those are some good bets this time of the year.
Nothing like football. Nothing. I don't care what anybody say. Nothing like NFL, man. In the NFL, you ain't heard from his daddy.
So what's up with the wide receiver? You never said nothing about him.
Who's wide receiver?
Why y'all get rid of the other boy to keep the?
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, what
Again,
was
man,
up with that?
that's an in-house. That's been talked about over and over. Just the fact that, Chip Kelly has problems with certain men that speak up, and that's just the way it goes sometimes.
But your European wide receiver spoke up. They didn't do nothing. Why didn't you get rid of him?
Look, them dudes make millions of dollars. I ain't gonna.
So you saying he's a better talent?
No, you talking about
okay.
Cooper?
It's your team. We got Brown on our
I wish
team.
if that was my team. I'd be in Philly sitting up in the booth with my man.
Okay.
But I'd have
You're in the late night.
With your man?
with my man. I met
Zach
my
Frieda
man.
spoke up.
With my man that co-owns the team with me. And see, that's the thing. See, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Man.
How you back in the day you could say my man and it wouldn't be no inference on gay or your man, all that.
And that was like around 10 years ago. It was strong.
Right, and that's how weak men are now. That people can say that and then you're like, he must be gay. No, that's my man.
Okay.
And now we don't have that. But if a woman, that's my girl, I love her.
So that's the double standard?
All day long.
Okay. I got you.
All day long. And that's what we got to stop. Let us be us. Just because I refer to a man, or even earlier, she's like, you and Tita don't have to sit so close.
Who said that?
I
was offended by that, though.
Hey, man, look, I ain't got no problem. Look, I ain't sitting in your lap.
Well, you bought chicken, so,
Yeah, well, this time I didn't bring chicken, I brought granola. Long way from chicken. But, that's the thing. That's why we're doing this show.
Okay.
Because we're trying to step back and let men have their voice without all this stuff about us being gay because we reference men or, that's my boy. Okay. We go way back. I love him. I died for him. All that used to be, everyone knew what we meant.
But that was a great song by Prince.
What?
I will die for you.
You could even like Prince and people didn't think you were. Now, like, why you like Prince? Okay, because he's bad. Come on, man.
That's music.
That's what I'm saying. It's like certain things we need to take back as men, and that's a man reference. It has nothing to do with sexuality. Everything is so sexualized now. It's just ridiculous.
But you are referring to your team, a sport.
Yeah, and that's just a Philly thing.
So they trying to take that away from you, too, in the sports realm?
No, people can only do what you allow them to do.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's a great quote that Syracuse guy had a quote. I'm going to say
coach?
It. The coach, yeah.
Is Boeheim still there?
I don't know, but this was in from the national championship.
Which one?
The last year.
Okay.
Actually, it was Bo Ryan from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
He said, you measure a person by what you can get them to doubt about themselves.
Bo Ryan.
You measure a person by what you can get them to doubt about themselves. I thought that was cool. And that was after the loss in 2014. Well, yeah, quotes have helped me a lot. Mm-hmm. And that was when they lost to Duke.
You like Duke?
No, I'm a Philly. I like Temple.
Temple?
Temple's doing well in football. Not that I like him. I mean, I'm Philly. Just, straight
question.
Philly.
Who's the greatest Temple player in history on the basketball court?
I used to think it was the Coach Chaney. The way he used to go
Chaney was the man.
But I don't.
And he went at it with Calipari.
Yeah, they were a rumble. That was back in the day when men could be men. Now he do that. He got issues. It's like, no, he was just manning up. He had an issue with it. He said, we used to be able to do that. Step to a man.
But Calipari was getting the best of him.
I don't care. He said something he didn't like.
I'm just telling you, at that time, they had Marcus Camby at that time.
Yeah. And
he was giving it to Chaney.
Yeah, a lot of people were giving it to Chaney in that way.
I'm just saying.
Well, that's just...
So he went off as a man.
He went off as somebody that was just emotional. I mean, sports
just answer the question.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, sports is emotional.
I like Chaney. He was a great coach.
Yeah. Is he still alive?
Wow.
Well, I don't know.
It's not his birthday, so... We'll find out later.
All right. I mean, I'm just asking. You used to ask that without people getting said, I can't believe he asked me.
We can't do that. No. Wow, it's amazing what we can't do anymore.
I know, as men. It's like we can't have our legs crossed.
And also it's a birthday. Martin Luther King III. It's his birthday.
Yeah, he needs to step his game up.
So why is the family bickering
the King?
It's all that?
That's because Daddy died when he was young. Them boys, Them boys.
I know she's not a man, but I got to give her love, Coretta Scott King, because
she held it together.
When we went to the tour, did you go?
No, I didn't. I've been to the King home in Atlanta, but she wasn't there.
But we went there and saw the majesty. Mm-hmm. So Poets and I was like in the backyard. We talking to the dude in the backyard, and Poets was like, "Why would she do all of this?" And the man doing the tour, country dude, is all I do is said, because she loved her husband.
Thank you. And that's the thing. I mean, you can't question, I know everybody, what Martin did, he did. Men are men. Women are women. Now, and that's the thing. One of the things I was thinking about the other day is how quickly women are divorcing their husbands and then quickly marry someone else and nobody says anything. That's
not a problem?
I think it's an issue. I think women are trying to. It's not going to come out right.
Just let it come out.
Women are trying to be men. My thing is stay in your lane. You know, they're all emotional, and they always think now women are always shoppers. They're always trying to upgrade. Okay. So they'll leave their husband, you know, for somebody else and marry that guy. And then the punk man. Okay, perfect example.
Punk man.
A perfect example is what Derek Fisher did, allegedly. Whatever.
Allegedly.
You know, getting Matt Barnes.
You have a problem with that?
All day long. That's such a weakness in Derek Fisher's part. I mean, come on. First of all, he supposedly was honored for the way he handled his family when his daughter was sick, and then his wife that he married for a long time. They grew up together, whatever. And then he gets a divorce, and now he's going to hit another man's wife that you played with and rode with. That's just like me hitting your woman. It's a man code. Certain things you don't do.
Okay.
You don't cross that line.
Right.
Especially when you at the top of your game, you can find plenty of women.
Okay, my question is, do you think Matt Barnes was wrong for going there?
No, Matt Barnes was right to do what he had to do. He should have stepped to him.
It was his kid.
I don't care. He should have stepped to him just to put him in his place.
The child informed him of the information.
And rightly so.
And that's what I'm saying. Rightly so. He had a right.
Yes, you don't go. And plus, you weak, and then you at my house. You at my. I mean, you at the crib where I walked. Take her to a hotel. You at the crib where I walked, where I laid my head.
Now, what hotel would you go to?
If I'm Derek Fisher, I'm going to whatever the 7-10-star hotel they go to. I don't know, whichever one he can fit in.
I'm going to the Two Seasons. That's where I'm going.
I'll take her to Snooty Fox, because that's how low you were. And for those of you out there, the Snooty Fox is...
It doesn't have good parking.
No, it's definitely... you pay by every 15 minutes.
Yeah,
you got to put coins.
Got to go to the window.
Yeah, put coins in.
Not that I know.
That was a weak move, and I would tell Derek Fisher that myself.
I'm
if
with
I
you
saw
on that.
him.
Okay.
After I got through the security, I'd say, "Hey, man, you saw," but you just. I mean,
I'm with you on that, LD. Yeah, that was wrong. I mean, if the kid tell you he's uncomfortable, yeah, I'm going.
Hey, man. First of all, you just crossed the line. That's a thick line.
That's the point.
You know, and I think a lot of. The woman knew what she was doing. She knew what buttons to push.
How you know?
Because once you've been with a woman long enough, she knows what buttons would make you react.
Okay. So he acted like the man in that situation.
He acted like the person he should have acted. I mean, he that was his response as a man.
Okay.
I'm
with that.
Because it's women that do that too.
But like you said, they go from husband to husband. So.
Yeah, and rightly so. I know you women sitting out there who's listening with your man. If you allowed your woman to listen, it's some guys that's weak and they can't listen to it themselves, so their woman's sitting right there. So if you sitting right there with him, yeah, we do it too. Well, what he talking about? They do it too. So be quiet. Put her in her place.
But if he has a granola bar, is it okay?
Well, yeah, he's got to be regular. You got to be. You got to live long enough to be a man.
Okay.
Why die?
So women shouldn't listen to the show.
No, I want them to listen so they can learn.
But you see, if they buy the dude, so the dude don't have his space to listen to us by himself.
Sometimes you just got to let them listen. It's okay.
I like to listen to man talk.
Is that fact?
I think it's good. I think it's good.
Yes, I do. I was on the road with you guys and learned a lot.
That's why I gave the Martin Luther King Jr. story.
Yeah, because she loved her husband.
She loved her husband.
She sure did.
And as she should have. He was a strong man. He did a lot for this world. Right. That's why you got a statue.
And we don't have none of that at all.
Man, no, we're losing a lot of that. We're losing a lot. I mean, the Julian Bonds, the marching, the Pettus Bridge, a lot of that's gone, man.
Pettus Bridge?
Even there's...
I hope that's correct. Did I say it correctly?
No, I'm asking, where is that located?
It's in Memphis? I don't have the facts in front of me.
I will have to check that, sir.
Yeah, I believe it's a historical fact about the bridge that we went over. It was Bloody Sunday.
So what about the Selma Bridge? What's so important about the Selma Bridge?
I don't know if that's... I apologize if my history is not correct.
No, don't worry about that. I'm just saying the Selma Bridge. They did a movie about that.
I think that was the bridge they went over. I don't know. If you know, call us. Let us know. I'm sure you people down south.
So you rather a guy call with information or a girl call?
No, a girl can call. I have no problem listening to a woman. She just certain things I'll listen to, and certain things I won't.
You allow her to do? No, you allow her to do what?
Look, women can do whatever they want.
Okay.
I mean, this is the world we're in. People.
Well, may I give out the number to call?
Yeah, sure. You may. You're allowed to. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. 323-293-3375 is the number to call in. You're listening to The Late Night with Louis Dix and TDP, and we will take a quick break.
And go make us a sandwich. Hurry up, girl.
Yes, sir. And we'll be right back.
No. I like that groove. I like Outkast. My man's got a flow.
I know you don't know, but
is that a man group?
Yes, that's off the.
And I'll be honest, on the way here, I was listening to Love Actually, the soundtrack.
Okay, can I give you a little history?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's off the New Jersey Drive soundtrack.
Oh, cool. So you're really trying to be a DJ?
No, I'm just saying the movie. Did you see the movie?
No. I just said I watched the movie Love Actually. Certain movies, I like certain movies. And Moulin Rouge.
I've never seen that. Is it good?
That's okay. I like Ewan McGregor. I like soundtracks.
Would it have been better if Patti LaBelle was in the movie?
No. Patti LaBelle, all right, but she got issues.
Well, that was her song.
Yeah, but they funked it up.
And shout out to Pontus. Am I saying that correctly?
What kind of name is that? Pontus 101. You got to be under 35 to name yourself that. Photog. I mean, who names them?
But that's the name. I'm saying what? Photog. Shout out to Photog.
That's not
short for photographer. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, explain that. But
thank you, Fact Frida.
But I mean, it's like.
And we got
call us Poton or Photon, whatever your name is.
And we got
Futon.
KC. We got KC.
I hope that means he's from KC. Because congratulations, they won today. KC 29. Does that mean he's 29 years old?
Probably so.
He's a little soft name.
But how you know it's a he?
It better be.
Okay.
If it's a woman, to be Casilla or something like that. And
Sexy
then, then who's the other cat? Poncho. That's our Latino.
2910.
Latino, happy Hispanic, hysterical, whatever Hispanic.
You used to rock ponchos though.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, but it's a heritage, Hispanic
ponchos?
heritage.
Wait a minute, y'all didn't have ponchos in Philly?
No, we wore coats, trench coats. We had seasons. We wore winter coats.
Yeah, you have seasons on the East.
We had stuff we got off layaway. I grew up, we had stuff on layaway.
Did you have a leather trench coat or?
Never had a leather coat growing up. I had a pleather, but we could never afford a leather coat. Okay. And actually, to this date, I've never had a leather coat.
What about
you did have a leather coat.
I had that one leather coat, but I got that from wardrobe. Yeah, I remember that.
What about a goose?
I don't know what kind of coat that is.
Triple down goose? Down. You didn't have a goose down?
It's a West Coast. No.
That's East, y'all. We don't have snow.
I don't. I grew up very, very.
Well, if you didn't have a leather jacket, we know you didn't have a triple down.
No, I started working when I was 12.
Where'd you work at? The candy store?
No, Angelo's. Russell was. I started work. My dad took me around the corner and started working in
Angelo's
in the store. Yep, I was working stocking, and then my first pay was $40, and my dad borrowed it.
He borrowed your whole check?
He told me to, because it was cash back then, there was no checks. So he said, always hide your money in the drawer, your sock drawer. So I hid it in my sock drawer, and then I woke up the next day, it was gone.
Okay, to your story, I have a fact. In 1940, the 40-hour week went into effect, the Fair Labor Standards Act.
In 1940?
1940 on this day.
Wasn't too many brothers working.
Were you working 40 hours a week at
Russell's? No, I went to work after school and after football practice. I might have worked 4 hours, got home around 4, 5, and got done about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
So you got $40 for 4 hours?
No, that was the week, Holmes.
Oh, the week.
So I got maybe $3 an hour or something like that. But it was great. It was great training. Taught me how to be. Russell said, first thing he said was, don't steal from me. If you need something, just ask for it. So that was the first lesson I learned as a man.
Was it a general store?
Yeah, it was like a little corner store, and all my buddies came in, and I was really honorable. I never gave them anything free.
Wait a minute. Peanut, Paul, and Boogie.
Yep, Fat Paul, Peanut, Boogie, and Fred used to all come in, and I would never give them anything free, and that was my first step into manhood about being an honorable. I never stole, and to this day.
You didn't take not one hammer?
No, man, I don't steal.
It's not stealing if you need it.
I'd rather earn it.
Earn it?
Yeah, that's one thing.
So did you ever buy anything out the store after you got your check?
No, I used to. I made my cheesesteaks and my hoagies because that's what we made there.
Is it a clean grill or a dirty grill?
All day long, dirty grill. Okay. But I mean, I learned. Russell taught me honesty.
Yeah.
And I truly appreciate that. And it taught me how to tell my bulls, no, I can't give you that. Come on, man, give me something. No, I can't, man. So that was a good lesson. Probably was my first man lesson.
Okay.
I guess actually the first man lesson was my dad walking me around telling me to go to work.
Is that what it was?
And earn it. And I say that. It's funny I say that because my son is working 2 jobs.
Lil Lou.
Yeah.
The third.
He has not called me in about 6 months to ask for anything.
Okay.
And I think that's one thing that when a son goes out on his own and
but he's
makes his own money. Well, but it takes a lot for a young person to because it's hard. Mm-hmm. It's hard to go out and get up every day when you're used to having everything.
Okay.
Can I just interject here?
Freedom.
I have two things. Do parents, when kids are independent like that, do do parents begin to feel insecure or feel some kind of way about that?
Well,
do parents always want to feel needed?
Yeah, but you find other ways. They still need you,
right.
But you feel proud that because your whole goal is for them to become independent.
Okay.
But then the other goal is for them to still, need you. But if you're parenting the best you can, meaning that you're there from the beginning, you learn and grow as a parent.
Right.
And like my daughter, God rest, she just wrote a great article for her school magazine. And I read it today, and it was incredible. I mean, she's so funny and thoughtful. And the article was about her body image and about how she felt about her.
That's a big thing here.
Yeah, and about how the fashion world, and it was about her breast size.
Okay.
And how she felt growing up as a young girl with, larger breasts.
Right.
And how she had to come into her own and accept them and appreciate who she was and her curves.
Wow.
Did she have a party?
No, she didn't have a party, but it was... she's got, 34 something. So,
Well, you're her father. That's her father.
Louis.
That's her father.
Well, that was what the article was about. I never knew her size till I read the article today.
Oh, okay.
And it was an incredible, you feel really proud that, because she talked about how she wore a lot of loose tops and with buttons because she didn't want to, because she started developing when she was 15 and 16 and she felt, not as, she's been
Did she
spent
know
time.
you read this article?
Well, she sent it to me. She was so proud. She sent it to her and her and the mom and said, please read it. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback and I'm so proud. And
How
then
old
I
is
wrote
your
it back.
daughter now?
She's 21. And I told her, I said, Peyton, you're a rock star, girl. It's a great article. I love you. And she's going to do some amazing things. And I know everyone feels that way about their kid.
Well,
Not everyone, but
Not everyone.
it's good to feel that way.
Yeah. And I'm so, I'm so proud of both of them because Mom and I worked really hard. And I give Mom all the credit in sense of making sure that they went to great schools.
Okay. Because you didn't know.
And then, no, I would have sent them to public school. I just didn't know how important it was.
Okay.
I knew it was important to be present.
Okay.
And to do the best I could, because there were certain things I didn't want to do that my parents did.
Okay.
But I give my parents, so many props because my parents only went to the 8th grade.
Okay.
But they were present.
Right.
And what they knew, they taught us, and they made sure we got educated, and we made sure our children were educated more than us. And
speaking of education, because you'll go on and on. So
yes,
I'm
no, that's cool.
Right here.
Fact free to just cut you off.
That's all right.
To give you a fact,
Mm-hmm.
it's the Edmund Pettus Bridge.
Okay, great.
It is across the Alabama River in Selma, Alabama.
Thank you,
so
Frida.
we were there.
That was it.
So we were okay.
It was built in 1940 and named after Edmund Winston Pettus, a former Confederate general. How about that?
So we got to take the bridge down.
Change the name.
No, we got to take the bridge down. We're going to take the flag down. We got to take the bridge down.
No, we can't take everything down.
See, that's what I'm talking. What?
Some slaves probably built the
That's
bridge.
fair.
So let their work stand.
Let the work stand. Okay, I'm with you on that.
And then a black man led a march over there now as the leader of the free world.
Yeah.
So we got to walk on that Confederate flag person.
Got to walk on the bridge.
Everybody, yeah, so the soul stood up on him. And shout out to everyone that made the Million Man March.
I heard that only 3 people missed work.
And everyone else was all laid off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Come on now, unemployment's not that
Did
bad.
you go?
Of course not. I was working.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So, but I'm sure it was a great experience. I had some friends that went.
Okay.
And everybody has their experience, so I'm sure it was a great one. I mean, but I don't like that many people around me.
So you're not a real man. You're not a real man.
No, I just don't like that too many.
That's too much.
Too many brothers.
Oh wow.
I love our people, but I like. That's why I watch football by myself most of the time. Somebody always gonna want to change.
But you do go to the bars and watch the game.
I went to the first time I went with my cousin to a Philly bar out here, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of Europeans there.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It was a lot of fun, and the Eagles at the end they won. Everybody had a little shot.
Talked about that.
Took a shot. It was great.
You're not going to the playoffs.
Hilarious. Yeah, we'll be there before the Panthers. I mean, before the Pittsburgh.
No.
So, shout out to all the young men who are working and grinding, and the men, because it's a grind to And Poncho 21910.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for that fact free to the bridge information.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool to have someone check our facts so we can.
I just called it the Selma Bridge, so I didn't know.
I remembered Pettis. I didn't know what I remembered some of it, but
okay.
That's so. Shout out to everyone. Well, where are we? Let's see. Lamar Odom.
What's the update, LD?
From what I understand, he has been transferred to Cedars-Sinai, which is in Los Angeles, because he was in Vegas. And I guess they found a helicopter to fit because he came on a helicopter. And he's doing well. His kidneys are struggling. He might have to have a kidney transplant. But his other organs are responding. I guess prayers work. People have been praying for him.
Well, he's a strong dude.
I understand the girl... one of the Kardashians, whichever one he was married to, is still by his side. Chloe. So I don't know if cameras are rolling while she's there. That's shameful if they are.
I don't believe cameras are there because, like I mentioned before, they don't just let cameras in the hospital.
Oh, that's right, because of the privacy thing.
Yes.
But I did see something on Facebook which was funny. They had a picture of Lamar and they said something about you to try to get your girl back, you die to get your girl back or something. I thought that was cool.
But I thought she was with Harden now.
And that was the point. That was you and I were talking about this the other day, and we were saying, where is James Harden? Did she talk to him and say,
is he cool with this?
Yeah. Okay, listen, I'm going to go be with him until he gets better, and you just sit there and wait for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did read an article that he was giving her space.
Who?
Chloe.
James Harden? Yeah, but to me now, I don't know. First of all, we got issues with you.
First of all, she's still technically married to him.
Did we figure that out? Because last week
they called off the divorce.
Yes.
Okay, so
this week they put the divorce on hold.
Thank you.
Okay, so I wanted to know
what you want to know
from the men out there who are listening and on the, because I do go on the Facebook, the Morris Media Facebook. You see, I had to look it up and read it what it was. Morris Media Facebook. So
it's not that important.
And if you guys would do that, if you were dating a girl and her ex or got sick and it was traumatic,
can you give space
and then still let her come back, or you sitting there, or James Harden doesn't look like the. See, if he was sitting here, I'd straight up ask him.
You ask him.
Oh, straight up, man. Don't you feel like a fool? I hear we got a call. It might be James Harden. Is it James Harden? James Harden?
James Harden.
Hey, James, what's up? I'm just kidding. Caller, you here? Okay. It must be somebody on Crenshaw. But until they...
Caller, are you on the line?
All right, cool. So, caller, you're on the line? Thank you. All right. So I guess he didn't have his minutes up.
Exactly.
But I don't know.
You got to know if you bring it up. You got to know.
Well, no, I'm saying I don't know if – I don't think so. I think I'd let her go. I'd move on if she was going to go back to him and be with him.
But you would move on to who? So you would have somebody in mind.
Well, you James Harden, how much did he pay? He paid some girl to be with him, right?
Okay.
So right away I got issues. That dude is something strange. He can ball now.
Yeah.
But, like Richard Pryor say, he ain't the sharpest person in the toolbox, So those guys, it must be something.
It's not those guys. If it was you, who would you move on to?
I guess someone that I like.
You got your choice.
Oh, if I had my choice.
You got your choice. Take it.
I'd be in the gym working on my game, and then I'd find a nice, I don't know. It must be hard for those guys to find a good woman that they can trust, and I guess he felt comfortable with her.
Okay.
And so comfortable that he would go sit on the sideline while she goes and takes care of her ex.
Right.
But, and hey, listen, he was at the ranch, so I guess when he gets better, you know what he's going to want, James Harden. So he's going to want to hit that. So
I don't think so.
I'm not into sloppy seconds or thirds.
You're not?
No. At least not. At least I'm sure I've had sloppy seconds or thirds and didn't know it. But if I know it,
enjoy it,
I didn't know it. But if I know it, then I gotta,
it's different.
Yeah, it's different if you know it, and it's public knowledge that you walk in a room and like 4 or 5 and had it.
It is social media.
Yeah, but see, us regular cats are lucky because. But now everybody puts their business out there on Facebook and all that other stuff, so you kind of know if your woman has been with 3 or 4 or 5 guys.
Oh, okay.
And then you know that's that's
You don't like that?
No, I don't. And someone had checked me with that one time. They were like, "Man, you don't know how many people your girl been with. So what you tripping on?" Well, I tripped on it.
So did you know, being married, how many guys your wife had been with before you got married?
I had a clue. I know it wasn't more than, from my knowledge. You know how you put it in your brain what it is. Well, I know it wasn't more than 5 because we were young. So
I'm saying the truth is, you took her from Keith Washington and Wesley Snipes.
No, Wesley wasn't. She wasn't dating Wesley. She wasn't. She knew Keith, and I talked to Keith. He might have lied to me.
That's what I'm saying.
But Wesley Snipes wasn't in the mix.
He wasn't in the mix.
No,
okay.
We were together. She went out on a date with him, and I went and got her from that date. He didn't have time to hit it.
Oh,
so but again, that's you mature out of that. When you're young, you know. But once you're, my age, anybody I get with now, if they my age, they done been through a bunch of people older than I.
So you are getting sloppy. Thousands,
yeah. Now, if I hit somebody, that. Yeah, sloppy.
So you should have got it back when it was
young. I mean, back then we were young, 23. So it wasn't, she was, But that's the way it goes.
That's right.
I feel for these young boys now because these little girls getting it when they were 13, 14.
It's social media now. So you say it's hard for this dude being an NBA all-star, basically, and find the right woman.
What's the right woman? The right woman.
That's my question.
The right woman is somebody that, like I saw Dr. Oz today on TV with his wife, and they had been together forever. And it's hard to find someone that you can roll with and that can roll with you for over 20, 30 years.
But that's a horse of a different color.
Yeah, that's a special relationship. But now, if you with somebody, people fall in love after 4 days. They say, "I love you."
What's wrong with that?
That's not real. It's not real.
Love is not a plant. It doesn't have to grow. You can love somebody immediately.
No, you can love what you can get from them. You can love what's going on. You
that's
can
love.
The immediate. No, that's not. Love is hard work, man. Love has a depthness to it.
And you spoke on pure love, so you can't find that pure love in this social media age.
No, you can find it.
You can find it?
Yeah, I'm sure you can find it. I'm sure some people that have, that are together and they, you see it all the time on Facebook. Such and such is in a relationship. And then you laugh. I chuckle.
You chuckle?
Yeah, that you have to put that out there. That's the thing. I think you don't have to put it out there all the time.
Why not?
I saw a girl the other day. I was doing the show at Fab Life. Guys, please make sure you check out Fab Life. ABC.
Okay.
Check your local listings. Tyra Banks Show. I really enjoy doing it. A girl was in the audience. She had a tattoo on her arm. I was like, "Who is that?" And then she kind of chuckling and turned away. I was like, "Oh, it must have been an old boyfriend that you got not together anymore." She's like, "No, I'm not." And I'm like, "You tattooed him on your arm?"
So it was a cover-up.
No, it had the boy's name on there.
But you couldn't read it at first.
No, you can read. I just couldn't. No, it was one of those stupid names that I couldn't pronounce. Probably. I shouldn't say I couldn't read it. I just couldn't pronounce it.
As like Photos?
Yeah. It was probably him. Photos, I saw your girl.
Okay.
She still got your tattoo on.
This is the late night.
So, we want to know from you men out there if you could be James Harden, so to speak, and if your girl could go be with the ex and hang with him until he gets better and you're okay with that. Let us know.
Okay, my question to you is 10 manments.
Yeah. Okay, that's...
Can we get a manment in this scenario with this, or scenario with this situation?
I would say one of the...
So one of my manments was support.
True, but is that too much support?
So my Harden question, James Harden question is, he falls under support.
But see, my thing is, I have a thing about if you love me, you should not be spreading your emotions around. I think that hurts the relationship.
Because you can never get it back? Is that what you're saying?
No, you just, if you're over there loving him and taking care of him, where am I in that situation?
No, it's not the loving on him. It's I'm there.
Jump in?
Yeah.
Fact Frida.
Okay. Say you were going through some health issues and your ex-wife is in a relationship with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be wrong for her to tend to you? You're the father of her kids. I mean,
I don't think that would be her place. I think it should fall on my immediate family, maybe. But I wouldn't want her to take away from him. He's earned her love and support. Maybe my kids can come help, but she can't. She shouldn't have to come. I mean, maybe she can bring me some soup or something, or bring me, if she has a chance that I don't have anybody to go pick up my medicine, Yeah, you go get my medicine maybe, or if I ask you to do that, but not 24/7.
Okay, you say like getting the medicine and making runs and making you some soup.
If she's able to do that, but if she's in a committed relationship, it should be that relationship is her priority. I'm not her husband anymore.
That.
I'm her ex. The reason is for ex.
Okay, on the other side of that, the guy who's waiting for her to get the soup and the vitamins and all that, he's not getting that because he's healthy right now. He doesn't need that support.
I would not agree.
You don't agree?
We got a phone call. It might be my wife's ex. I mean, my ex-wife's man. What's up, homie?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Ron from D.C.
Hey, Ron.
What's up, Ron? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, y'all. Glad that you fellas are together, man. Y'all two of my favorites and two of my favorite personalities, man. So it's cool that y'all guys got a late night show. That's dope. Poet's putting up some.
No, Ron. That's Fact Frida.
Fact Frida. That's
Fact
okay. Fact Frida.
Thank you, Ron.
All right. But to answer your question, could I do what James Harden is doing and waiting for? First of all, she's married, so to get with her while she's married to somebody else is completely wrong in the first place.
Wrong.
She's somebody else's woman. You know, she's someone else's wife, pretty
Right.
much. And the family is all jacked up in itself to have James Harden with them while she's still legally married to him. And as soon as this happens, then she's like, okay, they want to hold off the divorce proceedings. He needs to just move on, focus on trying to win a championship if he can down in Houston, and go and try and find some other. So it's 10 times better looking women than her anyway. So I don't know what is he waiting on. What is he dealing with her for? So
I agree.
Me personally, it's crazy, man. He's in the wrong anyway for dealing with her because she's still married. So that's my take.
Let me ask you a question, Ron. How old are you?
I'm 30.
All right, cool. Your father's in your life?
Wow, really?
Yes, he is.
All right.
Yes,
it's time to play our game.
No, I just want to know. I just want to know what was some of one of the things that your dad taught you that you live by?
Just to be a man, be loyal, stand up and be counted. If you don't fall for anything, be a follower, be a leader, not a follower.
That's such a good one.
And just and always work for yours, and don't ever count on anybody to give you anything because you have to work for it. So that's why I look at like me. It's like 5 of us. I'm the oldest of 5 children. My brother's like the youngest manager of National Park. He works for the National Park Service. He's like the youngest manager ever in this department to be where he is right now.
Nice.
My sisters are doing wonderful in school and college. So my parents, especially my father, he's been a very disciplinary in our life. And you know, even though we had our trials and tribulations when my dad, if it wasn't for him being a part of our life, I don't know where we would be today. So That's all honesty.
Now, are you a parent yet?
No, I'm not a father.
See?
I'm not a father. No.
Good for you. Good for you. Now, you're in a relationship?
Yes, I am.
What's his name?
Oh, man, come on, leave him in.
Hysterical.
Hey, Ron, you know what I'm saying? That's why I believe the younger generation is going to be fine with young men like Ron out there.
Ron.
So, Ron, thank you very much. As
Ron in D.C.
Much respect, Ron. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was a man call.
That was straight up a man call.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he was, now see, that was stronger than Poncho.
It's 10 times better looking women.
I know. He hit that hard, man.
That was a great
D.C.
line.
representing.
Yeah, Ron in D.C.
Yeah, straight up.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We're in the late night. Fact Frida.
Yes.
And you are?
I'm Lewis Dix.
And
TDP.
the call-in number is 323-293-3375. Give us a call.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
TDP, Mr. 123 Knox, baby.
Trying to get the music.
In the
but
late
I'm
night.
Stalling.
This was sex music. Yeah, boy. This is when that tape kept turning. Remember you had them tapes would turn over while you doing it? They turn right over.
I had a 90-minute tape.
That's what I'm saying, man. I had a 6-minute tape, but I wore it out.
Wow.
No, I'm joking. No, that was that was music, boy. You laid on that girl. Dim the lights.
In the
that
late
tape,
night.
Put that tape on. Oh, yeah, late night. Lou Dix.
TDP, Mr. 123 Knox,
Talking
baby.
about MAN stuff, man stuff. I know a lot of you ladies sitting in the dark room listening to us. I'm like, Dad, these some real men talking.
Actually, that last call that hung up was a female.
Yeah, she couldn't handle it.
Yeah, it's too much.
Too much for her. She's probably crying right now.
I missed it.
I wish I had one of those men. But, you know, it's cool. It's about time for us to have a voice.
Yeah.
Because they got all these women's shows.
And I want to give another birthday shout out to Doug Flutie, Boston College.
Oh, hey. Hey, now that was a boy that boy was balling.
He was balling. Boston College,
Little
got
boy.
into the league.
Yeah.
You know, they was tripping on his height. But
Didn't he have a brother, too?
I think so.
I don't know if his brother played in the league, yeah. I mean, athletes are special people.
Yeah.
They are. I mean, it's like my boy Devon White said, he used to play for the Angels, won 3 world championships, 2 with Toronto. And sorry about that, Toronto. Y'all took an L, and 1 with the Diamondbacks.
But you had a nice picture with him, and who else was in the picture with you?
Carter, Joe Carter.
Joe Carter,
Yeah, I took batting practice with him.
How did you do?
Oh, man.
Tell the truth.
I was struggling.
Okay.
I was struggling, man. I was struggling. That's a game you got to, man. But I used to be a clubhouse manager when I was in college for the Angels, Pioneers. That's where I met Devon White and Mark McLemore, who played for Baltimore.
Exactly.
Great second base, shortstop. And we became friends and still friends.
Right.
And Devon got me to take batting practice. I had so much fun.
Did he laugh at you a lot?
Oh, they would crack it up. But I was, you know how it is. You want to just be around those athletes, man. Those guys work hard.
But can I say this?
Yeah.
We were in Arizona playing in a celebrity softball game, and he played. Shout out to Sergio Sabalas, who, man, when I tell you that dude hit the ball over the gate every time.
Who, Devon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because what you call James Lofton, too, right?
Right. Yeah, that's what I met him.
Oh, okay.
I said, man, you're incredible.
Oh, he's a bad boy, leadoff hitter. That boy, and he could have played basketball too.
Right. He was nice.
He was an athlete. He's from New York.
Yeah, but shout out to Sergio Sabalas who put that event on. That was a lot of fun.
Sergio Sabalas, nice guy. Now I met Sergio Sabalas. You probably might not want me to say this, but he has a son that goes to school that we played against in flag football, Turning Point.
I know y'all won.
Yeah, we won, but he was good. He was a beast. He
Yeah.
ran back 2 kickoffs on us.
On you?
Not me. I mean the team. Yeah,
But you are the coach.
I wasn't there. So I wasn't there that day.
So why would you even tell that story if you wasn't there?
Because the other coach was crying. But I had told him that he needed to work on that, but he didn't. Little young boy. He's sensitive, too, this boy.
Sensitive?
Oh, man, these young boys are so sensitive. I mean, and that was part of it. It's funny because I remember growing up, very seldom you saw, it had to be something tragic.
Wait a minute, were you a good athlete?
I was a decent athlete. I was a D3 athlete. I was technically sound. I was a long snapper.
A red snapper?
A long snapper in football. I was decent in football. I wasn't that big, but I was decent. And then basketball I learned to play when I got in college.
Okay.
I learned how to play. But football was my sport.
That was your sport.
And, I enjoyed it. I had a great time. I enjoyed the locker room. I enjoyed the fellas. Enjoyed being around. It was a lot of testosterone. It was back in the day when there was no PC.
Okay.
You could have fights. You could call each other names, and the coaches used to just let you go at it. Now, they police everything. And it was funny because I was going to say that you never, very seldom, if any, saw your dad cry or something.
Right.
Now dudes cry just to get things from their girls.
And shout out to X and Joe Blow 37 and Lady Harry Booty 194.
Is that the real name, Lady Harry Booty?
Yeah.
See, why would you name yourself that?
That's her screen name.
That's just degrading. I mean, come on, she can't come
It's
up with a
the
better
cyber
name.
world.
I don't care. It's a reflection of you. I mean, to me, it is a reflection of self-esteem.
So you wouldn't date her just on her screen name alone?
Depends on how hairy her booty is.
That's fair.
No,
That's fair.
I mean, that's nasty. That's just a nasty visual.
Okay.
They got Nair for that stuff.
So, 10 manments. What would you add to
10 man myths?
Mints.
Mint, M-I-N-T-S?
Like the commandments, 10 manments.
Oh, okay.
As a man.
You got that Compton speech. Just dropping letters and syllables. I mean, one would be, to me, is
10 manments.
I don't know if I can do 10, but some of them, what are yours?
Give me one. I said support. Through the whole James Harden situation, he's showing support.
I guess one of my commandments would be father up.
Father up.
Yes, you if you're going to have the baby, you do your best to take care of the baby. And,
no questions asked.
Well, you better ask if it's yours first.
No, that's what I'm asking.
But you should know if it's yours or not.
Okay.
I mean, if you went up in her, if you messing with a girl and she got 2 or 3 guys, and that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, if you know it's yours, you give that child before you give yourself. And I don't see that a lot. I see men walking around with nice stuff and their kids don't have it. I mean, I think you should. That's part of being a father is sacrifice.
Okay, I want to add one to the 10 Manments. Truth.
Tough one for us. One of the toughest things that to be honest with a woman. That's something that I have to work on daily.
Yes.
Especially someone you. I can be honest with my daughter, but beyond that, women that I've dated, I wish I had been more honest with them.
Okay.
I don't know, and I think that's on me, but I saw it a lot with my dad, and he wasn't too honest with women, and I kind of took that on. You know, you take things that you really don't want to take on from your father, and that was one of the weaknesses I took.
Now, a big problem with that situation is guys who are married but have a side piece that they romancing.
Yeah, I heard that in a song. Was that Jay-Z has a song?
But that's a big problem.
Yeah, I mean, and trust me, it becomes a bigger problem when you allow it to grow.
Right.
It just shortchanges everyone.
Got you.
No one gets full pay in that situation.
And the Act 2, the woman doesn't know that the guy is married.
I think she might not know in the beginning, but there's certain signs that you know if he's with someone.
So how long does that take? What is the sign? Up to a year and a half?
No, come on. If you can't, if certain times of the night, you should be. If somebody's not married, you can talk to them anytime.
Okay.
If he's showing up February 15th and
what's wrong
December
with that?
27th.
Right.
And
Thank you. There you go. Yeah, the fact lady has it right there. It's
Fact Frida.
Okay, but that is true. And same thing with the woman. If you can't, kind of like, I forgot what movie that was, where the guy showed up and the girl was married, where they were having an affair or something. But it's just, it never works out.
Why not?
It never works out.
How do you know?
Because it's too much pain involved.
Okay.
And when you hurt a woman to that degree by cheating on her, and I agree when people say, just tell me up front, let me make the choice, let me make the decision.
So can they handle the truth? That was
Eventually they will.
That was in a movie.
Eventually you will handle the truth because that's all you have to. It's staring you in the face, and you make a decision. Now you might make the decision later on, after you get tired of it.
Okay.
But you eventually will make the decision yourself. But let them know. Truth is something
So that's a hard truth.
All day long.
Okay.
Well, you tell me what truth isn't hard.
No, that's a hard truth in a relationship.
Yeah, but most truth is hard.
Yeah.
I've very seldom have experienced truth light.
I've always preferred a man to be honest.
Yeah, it's going to hurt, right? It's going to sting, but at least you kind of measure your worth when someone lies to you. Like, I wasn't worth the truth.
Okay.
That's what human beings have. We all have a self-worth. And when someone cheats that self-worth, that's what makes you angry and evil and mad at them. Like, man, you didn't even give me the benefit of the doubt that you treat me like people tell their dogs the truth more than they tell us.
You think so?
Hopefully they're getting better. I mean, now they have to because everything's on Facebook and Snapchat and Vine. It's hard to lie.
Social media. That's what we're talking about, social media.
Back then, the truth started coming out with us when they had Star 69.
That was terrible.
Yeah, that's when we started getting busted.
That was terrible.
Star 69, because before you could depend on your friend,
right.
Or somebody not to say something, because they tell you, well, you got to tell them. You got to tell them. I'm not going to get into that. Now, Star 69 came out, everybody was getting, and three-way calling.
But then we got back in the game when they had Star 73 where you could block that.
And then came the three-way calling.
And then we was right back messed up.
Right. Men, because we're so ill-equipped to handle multitasking. Women are,
back then.
Yeah.
They don't have that now.
No, even now we can't multitask. Women are way ahead of us when it comes to cheating and doing and going on vacations with their girlfriends, and it's really the dude.
Yeah, and women profess to being the best cheaters. They profess to that.
They're not the best. They're just smarter.
They're the best.
They have more. Women can hold water longer than men.
Okay.
We just, we.
So we don't call each other and let us know the moves.
You mean let other men know?
Right.
No, because there's a again, a self-worth of you want to be perceived a certain way by your boy, you know, because your boy's not going to hang with you if he knows you're too low on the totem pole.
Okay.
Because that's why am I hanging with you? Because they know it's going to rub off on them,
right?
And they don't want to be perceived that way.
Okay.
You don't hang with too much weakness. That's why I look at these pastors and I'm
But then
like,
you would get all the girls, right?
No, because
no,
because there's certain man code that still exists with us.
Okay.
You know, there's right and there's wrong, and then there's caught up.
Okay.
And you always want to do your best to be on the right side. Most people, I believe, want to be good people. It's just some circumstances that make you say, hey, I'm going to make this choice.
Okay, I'll say this, and one of the 10 Manments is taking out the trash.
Man, that was first thing, yeah, as a young boy, when your father, or even if your father wasn't, you're like, you did.
Right.
And now mothers take the trash out for their sons.
So is that the big problem now?
Not a big problem. It's just, it's kind of like there's a build up to certain things you do as a young man that allows you to be a better man. Okay. You know, you take the trash out. Certain things you don't say to your mother or your sister. You jump in front of somebody to protect them. You know, especially your sisters. That's where you first learn that. Okay, my question to you. So when you're walking with a woman, do you walk on the outside? Yeah, you walk on the outside because that goes way back to historical times when they used to throw the garbage out in the street. Okay, fact Frida, hold on. No, that's true. No, I'm going to let you say that because I learned that in school. If nothing else in public school, they taught us that. And I don't know why. Miss J, my Spanish teacher. Okay, wait a minute. One more time, LD. What was the history on that again? The history was when the people back in the Greek days or whatever, I don't know what time that was, they used to throw the garbage out on the street. Out the windows? Yes, out the windows. Mm-hmm. And if you walked on the outside, it would hit the man, not the woman. So that's being a man. Well, that was part of what Miss J taught me, God rest her soul, who I found out was getting it on with Mr. White. Ooh, didn't know that. So on the 10 Manments, can we go with chivalry? Would that be under chivalry? Yeah, and back in the day, it used to be under do the right thing. Okay. And it was as a man, you protected the weaker person in the home, which usually was your sister or your younger brother. If you were the oldest, at night you went to the corner store. Right. You know, not your mother. You know, you ran, you did things, you took out the trash. If there was a rodent in the house, you went and caught it. A rodent? Yeah, you know, like a roach or a rat, or you took care of it. You know, when women would scream, and it made you feel good because you're like, man, I did it. You know, as a kid, you accomplished something. You did something that made everyone safer. Okay. Now you don't get that now. My situation is, like you say, the rodents and the roaches and whatever, spiders or whatever. You know, women freak out about that stuff. But why they can't be strong and talk shit to the rat? Who, the women? Like they talk to the men. Why they don't talk to the rat like that? Well, it's a new kind. It's a new day. Okay. These rats talk back. Okay. I feel you. Now, you know, these rats got gats, I guess. Rats with gats. You know, I mean, it's a new Hysterical. Day. You know, there's no man in the house, so the woman feels she has to do everything. And the boyfriend laying up there, he's not going to get up because he's not invested in it. He's just coming there to get some. Okay. So he just, his clothes are right by the bed, so he can put them right back on and leave. He doesn't want any noise in the house. You know, the little boy, he doesn't have responsibility to that kid in there. But, you know what the situation was when they had the terrible storms on the East Coast at the beginning of the year? Mm-hmm. And all the women who moved to those areas had to shovel themselves out because they didn't have men. Right, shoveling the snow. That was a rites of passage. Even the little boy down the street would go shovel the snow for a woman who, if her husband wasn't around or you did it. You felt, you know, they give you some money for it, but you go do that. Even if they couldn't afford it, you did it. Right. There's no pride in that anymore. No. So that's what we're missing. You're definitely missing that, man. Okay. It's the little things that we're just removing from these boys. But they all got iPhones. They all can chat and take pictures and selfies. It's social media. Yeah, we need so the phone is the father now. Oh, hey, you hit that, bro. And that's almost deep, but I'm not gonna give you that. Not gonna give me that. No, you think you're smart. You're in the late night. Yes, Louis Dix. TDP, Mr. 123. Talking that baby. Man stuff. Hey, give us a call. What's the number? Fact?
323-293-3375.
Now, see, back in the day, that used to be a long distance call if they were on the East Coast. Now it's not. Cell phone, hit us right up. Now, from Philly, did you call the West Coast a lot? No. We were growing up, we did not touch that phone until it rang. And then we had to ask, can I get the phone? I mean, it was certain rites of passage you had to earn.
Now, one of the funny stories you told me growing up was if you can share the pineapple juice in the can where you had to bust it open.
I don't remember
how special that was in the house.
Oh, we got pineapple juice?
Right.
Oh, that was, man, it was, because my stepdad was a diabetic, so we couldn't drink the orange juice because he had to have the orange juice in the morning. But when we got the can of pineapple juice, oh my gosh, that was heaven, man. You shake it up and then you get the little rust around.
Yeah,
and didn't even care about poisoning. Just, hey, man, you drank that. Those were the treats, man.
Rusty cans.
But I worked at the store, so I'd bring home the pineapple juice. I'd come home. I'd bring, I would go help Russell's set up his Christmas for his kid and get an extra $40 and bring it home to my mom. That made me feel proud.
See, that's what my thing is, that they don't know nothing about getting the opening the can of.
Oh no, they got electric.
Juice,
they got electric,
and getting the rust on it and all that. They don't know nothing.
Oh no, and even now, when I still will go to the corner store and buy a thing of it's $2.09.
Okay.
And buy the whole pineapple juice, but I will open it and then pour it in my pitcher that I make my Kool-Aid in.
Right.
And then but it's I still drink pineapple juice. I still love it.
Okay, now the thing is, because you said the price, and we went on about this about guys going to the store and shopping and using coupons and all that.
Right.
Can we add that to being a man?
That's being if you have a family, you should look for discounts to save money, because the one thing you learn being a family man is that it's going to be things that you have to prepare for.
Right.
Your water heater breaking, the car breaking down, and you need extra cash as much. That's why you should not go out and buy $100 and $200 sneakers when you can buy a $75 pair of sneakers and you have $125 for emergencies.
You can't do that though.
What do you mean you can't do that?
You can't do that in this.
You can if
social media driven.
I believe you can if you set the
bar. Is that what you're trying to say?
I was saying precedent. I don't know the word, but if you set your boundaries and your rules from the beginning, then kids will learn to abide by those until they can get their own. Like, I mean, okay, I can't have these best sneaks, but I'm going to work, and then I'm going to save it, and I'm going to get it.
Okay, question. What is a good sneak?
Good sneakers?
$75. What's a good sneak for $75?
I love sneakers, and I won't pay over $89. At $100, the Air Force Ones.
Not even 90?
Oh, yeah, I'll pay Air Force Ones. The high tops are $105, and the other ones are $93 with tax. I mean, $89 plus tax.
Yeah.
What were the ones that the Mexicans wear with the
LA Gear?
Crocus sacks?
No, the striped ones, the Nikes with the black stripes.
Cortez.
Yeah, the Cortez. They were on sale for $49. My brand name is Sale. I shop with coupons. I got my phone number for my Rite Aid and all those other things.
But there's nothing wrong with that, is what I'm saying.
No, not at all. It's never anything wrong with being cost conscious. I mean, especially in this world. I mean, when I work on the TV shows, I bring a bunch of granola bars from the craft services. Because that stuff is expensive.
Right. You're in the late night. TDP, Mr. 123 Knox, baby.
Hey, so again, now we want you.
What's your name, man?
Oh, my name is Louis Dix.
Hilarious.
We want you guys to let us know, because I'm
DIX.
DIX. I'm going to read
Fish
it
dicks.
tomorrow to see some of the things that
fish dicks in your mouth.
your dad's advice that your dads gave you, and
Is that
what
the
you have
question of the evening? Throw it out there again.
Yeah, the question is, what are some of the things that
Question of the evening.
is some of the things that your dad told you or that you live by, like Ron had said about working
Ron in
hard.
DC, yes.
Yeah, earning your keep. Thing for my dad was being honest. That's what Mr. Russell and my dad taught me.
Right.
Also, my dad taught me how to be slick.
Slick.
That kind of saved my. Yeah, that's an old word.
Slick.
For you young people, Google that. What's slick? Did he fall down? Slick is being, understanding a situation, maybe getting out of a situation, maybe not so much getting over, but trying to survive.
Diversion.
He taught me survival skills. Sometimes you have to learn to live.
Right.
Knowing when you're walking down the street, these two guys walking at you might hurt you.
But you didn't have a real leather coat on.
No, so they never jacked me with my coat.
Okay.
But, we had everybody had an army coat.
You had that?
Well, yeah, because somebody in the neighborhood went to the Vietnam War, and when they came back, they brought a bunch of coats back.
Okay.
So that was, and then army boots.
What side of Philly is this?
Southwest Philly.
Southwest Philly.
Southwest Philly, and then you had North Philly, South Philly.
When's the last time you've been back there?
I was there last year. I did a show.
Yeah, he did a show.
And my boy just called me today.
Did
Tony
Peanut
Trotter.
and all them come see
All
you?
day long. We were at the hotel playing chess, kicking it.
Yeah.
First, hey, and went to visit my boy Fred's dad. God rest his soul.
Y'all
before
took the
he passed.
train?
No, you rent a car in Philly. You ain't taking.
You don't have any old girlfriends live out there?
No, actually,
No, wait a minute. How you giggling?
The one girl that I was in love with, Cheryl Ryder. She
Cheryl.
Yeah, she travels to Africa. She was my first love. Man, I was in love with her. And the interesting thing is, she was light skinned, and I fell in love with her because I fell in love with light skinned girls from the movie Cooley High.
Cooley High.
Yeah, remember the girl that
was your first love?
Remember the girl Glenn Turman had, the little light skinned girl.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that was like, man, I gotta have me a light skinned girl like that.
So everything that looked like that,
everything like that, I was on, and Cheryl Ryder looked just like that with the fro. I was like, man, and Cheryl Ryder was a senior.
Okay.
And I was a sophomore.
Wow.
When I met her.
So you were soft.
And I lied. No. And I lied. I met her at this party, and I told her I was a junior. And that we could go to the prom together. But in 10th grade, you didn't have a prom.
Okay.
So I had to finally tell her the truth. But, boy, she put it on me. She had a son. She had a son, too.
She put it on you?
She put it on me. And I'm going to tell you what she did. She
had a son in high school?
Yeah, she was a senior. She had a son.
Wow.
And I used to take him to the park
and you
all
didn't judge her?
No, I was in love with Cheryl Ryder.
Just said he took the baby to the park.
Hey, man, and it broke my heart because what happened was I was living with my dad at the time.
Okay.
Mom and dad got divorced, and I was living with my dad. And she came over. My dad wasn't around. And she put on Marvin Gaye.
Wow, which one?
I Want You.
Oh.
And it wore me. I mean, to this day, that's my favorite album to make love to.
Okay.
And she put it on me. I mean, she put it on me, and my nose was already big, but this time it got bigger. It was wide open.
Okay.
And that summer, she came to California because the baby's father was in San Francisco.
Okay.
And she came there to visit him, and I cried. I stayed in my mom's basement that whole summer crying.
Why?
We have a comment in the
what they
room.
say.
Why?
Hurt.
It said Lewis has put more people to sleep than Bill Cosby.
That is hilarious.
Who said that?
That's somebody with.
Wait, hold on. Who said that?
It doesn't have an attention span, but that's cool.
Who said
X.
X.
An Apollo legend.
See, that's what kills me. These people say all this stuff, but he won't call and man up and say it to my face.
Well, we gave him a shout out.
Or to your ear.
Yeah, to my ear. Okay, but that's what I'm saying, X. So I'm with you on that. But here's the thing: you're listening. So that's you. You listening to these men talk. So you learning some man stuff.
He's learning something?
I bet you'll go out tomorrow being a better man, X. Yeah, I'd love to talk to you and talk to me to my ear. I mean, let's man up.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Man up.
You want me to talk to you in your ear?
Yeah, see, there you go. There you go, going down that road.
No, I'm not going down the road. I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, well, because poet has said that talking to your ear, not your face. And see, that's my thing. Back in the day, I'm cool with that. That is funny. That is hilarious.
That's hysterical.
But be a man and call me and tell me that. And then I'll get with you. But to sit behind a key and write it is soft to me.
Okay, and that's not being a man.
No, I mean, it's his kind of man.
Okay, I'm just asking a question.
I mean, it's his kind of man. We can sit there and laugh and giggle. You know, he probably got on girl underwear sitting there.
Wait, so are you a little soft that it was a good joke, or are you soft that?
No, I love a good joke.
Bill Cosby and the good joke.
Here's another one.
You leave my boy alone. But
wait, hold up.
I have another one.
Boy.
My boy, I love Cosby, man. Go ahead.
It says
hysterical. Fact free.
Nose bigger, impossible.
Who said that?
Joe Blow.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Joe Blow, 37, an Apollo legend.
Now, remember back in the day, it was called playing the dozens. The person would be right in front of you, and you'd go at it.
Okay.
And that's, to me, that's what's missing from men. I'm okay with that. That's what my boy Peanut and Fat Paulus do all the time. They're 10 times funnier than me.
You want X to meet you on the corner?
No, X can
and
do.
You're gonna wear your fake leather jacket, and then y'all gonna have a bag off. I'm trying to set this up.
No, this is safe for X and Joe Blow. That's
okay,
safe for them.
Okay,
they're in their safe zone.
Okay.
You know, it's like, and that's what I had to teach my son. You know, crack. Let's talk man to man. Just hit me with it if you're gonna hit me with it.
Okay.
I mean, I do it for a living.
Well, he damn sure hit you.
Oh, he hit me hard.
Right.
That was hard. I give you that, X. I give you that, you little chump.
So Bill Cosby still your dude?
That's my man.
Okay.
That's my man. I love him.
That's fair. That's fair. That's your guy.
That's my boy.
Okay.
You know what I know about him.
Have you talked to him through this whole thing?
No, we've chatted, but he's.
Did he apologize to you?
Hilarious.
I'm asking. You talked to him. Now, because I can honestly say I met the man, LD.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, did he apologize to you?
No, it was nothing for him to apologize. We didn't even actually talk about the situation.
Okay.
We talked about other stuff. He asked about my son and asked me how I was doing emotionally, and we laughed, and I didn't call him to talk about that. I called him to get his mind off of it.
Okay.
We talked about other stuff and football and he's always cracking on me about the Eagles and. So,
but y'all from the same hometown, right?
Yeah, but he's always cracking on me the fact that I'm so into it and I don't have any stake. I'm you all these $1 million players and you getting all emotional about it. But we have our little bets and so it's just like I say, I love him and he's always been kind to me.
Okay.
And he's given me knowledge that I could not purchase anywhere.
But he's done a lot of things, especially for the rodeo industry and stuntmen and all that.
The rodeo industry?
But guys who came from the rodeo went into stunt work.
Yeah. And
he gave them jobs.
I mean, he did a lot. I mean, what they're doing now is what they're doing, but like I said, I love Dr. Bill Cosby. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I'm just saying a positive thing that he's done that a lot of people don't know about.
But, we all have, this world doesn't, like I say, I used to always say it, you're going to pay your dues one way or another. This world is unforgiving. And that's life. But life is unforgiving, and hopefully you get to live it and leave some children behind who can, contribute, positive things.
Okay. Thank you, LD, for that Bill Cosby moment.
How many kids does he have?
Well, he has 4 daughters, and he had a son.
Oh, okay.
But, but it's easy for people to sit.
Okay, my question to you is, do you know the kids?
I think we just leave it at that. Let's just leave it. I know his family, and
That's what I'm saying. His family. Do you know the kids' names? Do you know the girls' names? That's all I care about.
All the names begin with E.
Okay.
So, and there's some jokes right there for people, but there you go.
I was gonna go there, LD, but then the fact that you went there for me.
I think it's.
I know LD got jokes, but he's reserved about it.
I just think they're too easy, and
no, not really. X-Show, they're pretty clever.
Look, here's the thing. I think if you can look at yourself first, then you can do that.
Okay.
Because let's all look at ourselves first, and then walk your own walk.
And we said that on the last show.
So back to that's one of the mandates. Stay out of another man's business. That's one of the
10 manments.
10 manments. That's one of the things I'm so sick of men always highlighting other men's weaknesses just so you don't look at theirs. Call yourself out first.
Great point, Aldine.
But hey, that's but that's why they make good music and
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye was and look what happened. His father took him out.
April 1st.
Same day as Greg Shelton. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a caller.
Hello.
Who is this?
Rich from North Philly.
Hey, what up, Rich from North Philly?
Rick.
I know he can fight. Rick from North Philly, boy. Anybody from North Philly can fight.
I wanted to say to Louis Dix, man, I didn't know how big of a deal you was. I used to always hear about you on the Foxhole with the original group, you and TDP and Poetess and C Murder, of course, Jamie Foxx. I saw you on A Different World like a month ago.
Wow.
You was like a roommate on you was like Ron and Dwayne's roommate.
Yeah.
And Sinbad came and basically outed your game or whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought that was hilarious. Like I was like, oh shit. Like
that's when you knew Louis was a big deal?
No. I mean, I always heard about it from the original joint, but like seeing that, like I never saw anything from back then. Seeing that was like the first time I saw young Louis.
Oh, it's time to play our game.
That was funny.
That's funny. See, that's Philly. He said joint. See,
yeah. Hey, Rick, I'm gonna say this. Could you please get off Louis John?
Oh, nah, man.
No, they just learned the word John.
He all on your jaw.
I had to educate them, Rick, about the word John. They don't know.
Right.
They don't know out here. They don't know what John is. John you can use for anything.
Right.
So, Rick, what are you doing in Philly?
Topic.
Yeah, okay, yes, go ahead.
Oh,
I'm chilling, man. Listening to you guys, man. I love the show.
It's time to play our game
First
again.
time listening live.
Okay.
Here we go.
So go ahead. What were you going to say about our topic? Go ahead.
About what did your father teach you? When I was younger, I didn't have like my father 100% in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was in and out of prison, but standing in for him was my grandfather, and from them too, like I kind of got like a basis of like what it was, what I was going to need, the kind of tools I was going to need to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather taught me be spiritual. He introduced me to the Lord, and to be resourceful. My father was more like responsibility and accountability. Always left me in charge of my siblings, gave me tasks, chores whenever he was around, basically just, man stuff. I was not allowed to let my sisters or my mother carry any bags. I was like the first with a job and all of that stuff. I'm the oldest of my family. So it was basically like those things.
Now, Rick, your father, did he go to prison, or did you know him already in prison? How did that work out? How did that come about?
He got caught with receiving stolen property.
Okay.
Like someone sold him a car that was stolen, and he got pulled over, and that was his bad.
Oh, okay. That's
and this is in Philly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, now that's not
So no, you know about stolen cars back then. In Philly, what streets that you didn't go down, and how many police on it? Because I know Philly from parking wars.
Thanks for your call.
That's how I know.
Oh man, let Rick
Thank
stay
you,
on.
Rick.
I'm out.
No problem, P.
Yeah.
He's still
Hilarious.
Rick, you still on?
Yeah.
Hey, because I think
I'm fair, but I'm just saying. In Philly, in a stolen car was like crime. How was that?
I don't know, man. I didn't steal cars. I mean,
I'm just saying. You knew cars going down the street. If a brother was in it, if it was stolen or not, they had that look, right?
No, because everybody had that survival look in Philly.
Okay.
If somebody had a car, usually men, had a car, they would purchase it. Rick is probably younger. How old are you, Rick?
I'm 32.
Yeah, see, so Rick came along later than me, so that was he grew up in a tougher time.
Tougher time.
Yeah, Rick.
Like when this happened, I was like a kid, and I mean it's still like that today. Like as far as like those streets, you just don't go down,
right,
like in the Badlands or whatever. Like you're not going to be like out around this time of night. It's like 2:30 over here. Walking around at like 7th and Lehigh, or like around Broad and Lehigh, or anything like that. Like these just ain't them hours to be doing that.
Right.
Yeah, because see, when I grew up, we had screen doors. Rick grew up when they had bars.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, that's basically
that's a great point,
the crack era.
Yeah, so I mean, and so for Rick to survive, it's 10 times more admirable for him to survive.
Got you.
Because he's his own man, and he could have gone either way. So I have much love and respect. What high school did you go to, Rick?
William Penn.
Oh, so yeah, he went to a good school. Yeah, he went to good. He went, but
just like we were saying, taking out the trash, and he said that he had tasks and chores he had to do, that he had to carry the bags in the house.
Yeah.
But that stuff is lost now.
Oh, all day long. I mean, and it won't be lost. Rick, do you have a family? You have children?
Yes, sir. 2 daughters.
Yeah, see?
Oh, nice.
And a wife.
And see, that's Philly right there.
Clear that up. He said, and a wife.
I want to hear Lewis. I already know.
But no, I mean, even if he didn't, I would have gave him props because he claimed them. That's one.
2 daughters.
He claimed, and 2 daughters will make you right.
Right.
And most cats in Philly, man, East Coast cats, they have please, thank you, and excuse me in their life, and they know right from wrong. And even if they doing wrong, they got right down too. They just did wrong to survive. So I have much love and respect for you, Rick, without a doubt. Hey, listen, Rick, I'm gonna be there June 24th, man. So you have to come to the show as my guest, you and your wife. So
no doubt.
So what you have to do is just hit me up.
Yeah, inbox them. Do you check your Facebook?
Yeah, I do. Inbox me. Yeah, because friend request me and then inbox me your number, and then I'll hook it up so you definitely can come through.
Okay, Rick, and then bring a copy of the Different World episode. He'll autograph it.
No, don't you? Hey, you just bring your lovely wife, man, and we'll have a great time. And much respect, man. Keep loving your daughters.
Thank you.
All right.
Sir.
Peace, bro.
Peace.
You know you old when they say sir.
Yeah.
4 times. Thank you, sir.
I mean, saw you on Different World.
32. I mean, what a great age. I mean, that's you pull for young men like that.
Right. And his father gave him some advice before going to prison, and we talked about that, so that's on the later.
But see, I think that's a different kind of jail.
I'm with you.
Yeah, that's that's not a real crime. I mean, he just got caught.
Right.
Driving a stolen car. I don't think that's a he didn't shoot nobody. He didn't.
But he still went to prison for that, so he wasn't
I know
there.
that's them punk Philly. That's the they want to bring him down here, but he didn't.
Gotcha.
They wanted to have Rick be weak.
Okay.
But they didn't. The daddy made sure that didn't happen.
Nice.
So yeah, people always think that these young men are not doing the right thing. There's a lot of them out there doing the right thing.
It doesn't get shown.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Unless they call Morris Media.
Studios.
We building 2015. www.morrismediastudios.com.
Yeah, hit us up because we have Fact Freed on the board. LD,
Yes.
TDP, Mr. 123 Knox, baby, right here on the late night. And we're setting up 10 manments. That's things that man should do, like tasks and chores. That's a great one.
Yeah, we got about 35 minutes left in the show, so make sure you guys hit us up if you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
If you're chilling like Ron and Rick. And that's East Coast. We had D.C. and Philly in the house.
Yeah, the DMV is always represented, so
Yeah. But
respect to the DMV.
all day long. And man, this is fun. We got a few more things we're going to talk about. Get into some what's happening entertainment wise too. We got to talk about some entertainment
You're in the late night.
all day
Right
long.
here at Morris Media Studios.
One of the greatest artists, Curtis Mayfield.
Let's take a break.
Did the
This is
soundtrack
not
to the
Curtis.
movie-
This
It's
is
not-
not Curtis Mayfield.
Isn't that Curtis Mayfield?
No.
Isaac Hayes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Fact Frida.
My fault. Well, he still was one of the greatest artists.
Let's
But
take a
Curtis
break.
Mayfield did that movie Shrip. We can rip. Just go on. We can rip. And we'll talk you into that. Yeah.
No, that was not Curtis Mayfield.
Man, that lick sounded like it, man. That lick, I mean, Curtis was a bad boy. I mean,
He's a bad boy.
That Superfly album was it. That was it.
Did you see the movie?
Oh, so you got jokes now.
I'm saying in Philly.
Yeah, I actually saw it at, forgot what movie. The Capitol Theater in Philly was.
Capitol Theater.
Capitol Theater. They probably tore it down when Rick was born.
Oh, wow.
It was old back in the day. Capitol Theater and but every city has an old movie theater that everyone went to when they were great. What was yours?
State.
The State.
Downtown.
And everybody went there. Oh, that's down by
Dangerous.
Broadway. Is it down? I think.
See, back then
Is it still up?
We had the RTD, which was the rough, tough, and dangerous.
Is that what the bus stand for? We had SEPTA.
Rough, tough,
We had SEPTA.
Okay, it was rough, tough, and dangerous.
Sometimes even people take it.
The Richard T. Davis, whatever you want to call it. But going downtown on the bus, it was serious because that's where the movie was playing.
Really? Now, it was a movie theater that's a bank now right here up in the jungle.
That used to be the Baldwin Theater.
Yeah, I used to go there.
Back in the day.
Yeah, when I first got out here, I used to go there.
That was a serious theater too.
I saw She Gotta Have It there.
Right. I saw Malcolm X there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That was a serious theater. You had to, yeah. And see, that was back before. Now they have theater shootings. Back then they had theater shootings.
But we never did that.
No, we had theater fights.
Yeah, we had theater fights.
We didn't have shootings.
Yeah,
Theater
yeah,
fight.
fight.
Because you didn't come in there with a gun because everybody else had a gun.
Exactly.
So
that was a waste of time.
Yeah, that was. You came in there shooting, you were gonna get shot back.
Yeah,
so.
you gotta knuckle up.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was nothing like a good. We called them fair ones back east.
A fair one.
A fair one.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, me and you, 1-on-1, fair one. And whoever lose, your boy didn't jump in or none of that. If you start getting beat down too bad, they would just stop it.
Yeah, just stop it.
That was. I used to say, I have this joke about when we were growing up, child protective services were your grandparents. All right, you didn't hit that boy too enough.
I'm gonna put that down for amendment. A fair one.
Oh yeah, fair one. Oh, they don't have fair ones now.
Yeah.
The boy can't. People now can't take a behind whipping.
It's soft.
Too much pride. Oh yeah, you could take it because all you had to do was protect your face.
That was it.
I mean, you got a couple lumps, but because once somebody hitting you in the face a couple times, you stop if you're not winning. He's like, hey man, hey look, you
Did
got
you have that problem?
Oh, I wasn't a fighter. I only got beat up twice, but this guy named Blair, he was a boxer though.
Blair Underwood?
No, but I had to try. I mean,
I'm gonna go with.
You couldn't back down. I mean,
Okay.
I tried, and then your boy's like, "Yo, you got to come out and fight him.
Oh,
You can't stay in the house." So I had to go.
Was it wintertime?
No, I was in the house hiding. I was actually hiding. And then my boy Peanut and I was like, man, you got to go out and fight him, man. He's not going anywhere.
Wow.
So I went out and put my dukes up. He bop, 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 bop. And then his mother called him in for dinner. I was so glad.
So it was around 6:30.
Oh man, he ran right to go eat. And I was like, I took one. And I think at that point I became a comedian. I was like, I'm just gonna make people laugh because because we used to call it selling wolf tickets.
That's a great line.
Yeah, you sold wolf tickets and you got them checked in, but and then I And then I kind of won one fight in high school.
Kinda.
Yeah, because what happened was the guy burned a hole in my double knit pants in the lunchroom. Double knit pants.
What color were they?
They were gray, and he burned a hole in them. And I love those pants.
Okay.
And then I just turned around, I just started swinging.
Okay.
And then, whenever your head hit the locker, you win. His head hit the locker. Bam, bam, bam. So it was over.
Oh, yeah, with 2 P's.
Oh, man. Bam, bam, bam. And it was
No
like,
biscuit.
man. Next thing I know, the teacher broke it up. I was like, ooh, thank God.
Yeah,
but I won that one, though, because they were like, Lou, he burnt your pants. But no, I only needed 2 fights.
Okay, my question to you, LD, man foods.
Now, there's nothing like a good sandwich. That's the American thing, too.
White or wheat?
Oh, all day long, white. We had Wonder Bread growing up. We had Stromans. We had,
white?
Oh, man, all day, white bread. We didn't know about wheat bread when we were growing up.
Hold up. White bread?
We didn't, in Philly, you didn't know about wheat bread. We didn't have wheat bread.
Okay.
I mean, what was wheat bread? You had rye bread, which the Jewish people ate on, dark rye, and that was their bread.
Okay.
But no, your mother never brought home no wheat bread. We would think something was wrong with it.
I'm just asking.
If you had wheat bread, people probably thought you were poor in Philly.
Dirty bread.
Yeah, it was like, what's wrong with your bread? So only time it became wheat was when you toasted it.
Right.
But no, we had a white bread sandwich, and a good bologna sandwich, and if you had a fried bologna sandwich, it was on.
But I thought that was the norm. You had to have that.
What, fried bologna sandwich?
Yeah.
Nah, you had fried bologna sandwich. If it became a fried bologna sandwich, it was dinner.
Oh, okay.
if it was
that's how you go from the lunch menu to the dinner menu.
Oh yeah, that was. But basically, you open up a can of SpaghettiOs.
Okay.
Ravioli. Spam. Vienna.
Spam.
I used to think I was too good to eat spam, and then one day my mom said, "Well, that's all we got." Next thing I know, I was spam happy. But
the other meat.
Yeah, we had spaghetti was always, easy, pasta, spaghetti, but that was before we knew it was pasta.
Now, did you have meat in the spaghetti?
Oh, yeah, you had, and that was before turkey meat. That's when you had the greasy meat.
The real one.
Oh, man, spaghetti and...
Wait a minute, did you have garlic bread?
No, we had toast. That's when you put the toast in the little broiler in the oven, the bottom of the oven.
Now...
And you butter it.
Okay, my question to you is, over your career, how many pieces of bread did you burn?
Not much, because you couldn't waste food when I was growing up.
Over your career, because you couldn't walk off and leave toast.
Even if you burned it, you end up scraping it. So you ate that bread. It wasn't no wasting no bread.
But you never supposed to walk off.
Oh no! Not toaster. Not when you broiled it in the oven.
Exactly.
No, you stayed right there. And plus the house was so small.
Right.
You walked in the living room. The kitchen wasn't far. It wasn't far. So that was a.
How many brothers and sisters did you live with?
It was 4 of us, 2 boys and 2 girls.
Oh, okay.
And
which girl were you?
Hilarious. No, I was the oldest boy. I had an older sister, and I love her because she used to always read, and I would read, and that's what and then my younger sister, and then my younger brother, but it was my younger brother had his kids way before me. He was popping them out. Oh, he was popping them out. He was but. We had fun growing up. Our food was, then when you go over your grandmother's house, you had a good meal.
That's when you always Sunday dinner?
Yeah, that was a dessert. She always had a yellow cake.
Oh, yellow cake.
Oh, my God. And you had sweet potato pie. We had real food there. And then your chicken was always good, fried chicken.
Okay.
That's a man's meal. You had fried chicken. Wasn't no broiling no chicken. I don't think I ever had broiled chicken growing up or baked chicken.
Okay.
Everything was fried.
Right.
And then
Fried
Fridays.
hard.
Yeah, Fridays you had fish. Fried fish.
That's a staple.
Yeah, and they had the fish parties, and a big thing was Booker's. I think that place is still open, but you had shrimp. You go get the shrimp in the bag.
That's a special night.
Oh man, somebody hit the numbers. When you had shrimp, somebody hit the numbers, boy. And then mashed potatoes was always good. We always had mashed potatoes because you always saw your mom mixing the mashed potatoes,
right.
And that was always greens and peas.
Did you pop
fresh
the peas?
No, I didn't do that. That was for the girls.
I'm asking, did you do that?
No, if a boy was popping peas, something was you knew what kind of boy he was. No, you knew. He popped because he would sit there with that thing in the middle of his legs and pop peas. If you weren't outside playing football or sports, you were popping peas. And you couldn't jump double dutch. You knew
that's hard.
If you jump double dutch, you're like, all right, that's what he does.
Yeah.
And you used to always the mothers would always try to get the boys who jump double dutch to go play football.
It was too hard.
That was his calling. Some people had their calling.
I don't know if you noticed that, like you say, with the double dutch.
Why does that have to be?
Well, I'm just talking about when I was growing up. Now,
yeah, but why does popping peas or double
back
dutch?
then?
Back then, that was a statement of because you did more masculine things like jumping off a roof or swinging on the rope, or you did things
this
physical.
Is a different time.
Yeah, it was just a different time that the boys played with the boys.
Right.
If a boy jumped rope, we only jumped in to mess it up.
Right.
To talk to the girls.
Because the girl we like was always in the damn double dutch, just staying in there.
But if you could jump double dutch, you had to have. It was a feminine thing to jump double dutch.
Right.
You just didn't have those kind of movements as a boy.
Exactly.
You know, boy was jump, pull, lift, run into. Double dutches, you had to be light on your feet. You know, and even turning the rope, you had to
do that pretty good.
What, turning the rope?
That?
Yeah, you see
What,
that
turning
too.
the rope?
You used to turn, huh?
Oh no!
Lewis, come on, we need a turner.
No, I couldn't turn. I mean, I can do it now, but I couldn't turn. But because I'm older, that wrist done broke now. But
Oh,
no,
wow.
Broke
was,
wrist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now I cross my legs. Now I do certain things that I never did when I was younger.
Right.
I'm sure it's like if I was Rick's age, 32, certain things he just doesn't do naturally.
Exactly.
So like I played jacks. Now that was a thing that girls did, but you had to do if it rained in the house or snowed.
What level? What's your highest level?
Well,
jacks?
it was only at 10. You know.
You got on your tensies?
Yeah, and then because I had big hands. If you were a boy, you could really play jacks because you had big hands. You could get them all.
So if you got to your tensies, you was pretty good.
Oh man, I was jacked because the thing was you played with your sisters growing up.
Okay.
Because you couldn't go outside; it was snowing.
Okay, did you have double bouncies?
I don't know about double bounce. I
That's
don't remember
the second round.
Okay.
After you do your tensies.
So he wasn't that good.
No, after that, I probably went and did something else. I played with the Etch-a-Sketch because we only had a couple toys.
Okay.
So you play jacks until somebody got done with the Etch-a-Sketch or something.
Did you have a slinky?
Slinky, and that always got broke.
Yeah.
Because you end up throwing it around the steps or wrapping around your brother's neck.
Right.
And we had the Hot Wheel track, and that only lasted for like 3-4 weeks because then something always got broke. Or you lost the car.
Right, but just like you say with the slinkies, like you didn't really have stuff that you can let it go down and all that.
Yeah, we didn't have that. Our house wasn't that big. It was a row house, so in the commercial,
it's going all over the place.
Yeah, that slinky didn't. We had the ghetto slinky.
Yeah,
we went
had
down
no
3
room.
steps and then it was tired. It was, but no, we
hysterical.
I mean, we played. We played. We had Go Fish. You played card games. Pinochle was a game you learned when you got older, and you played. Okay,
my question to you: did you ever cheat and go fish?
Yeah, you played Nux. Oh, you had to cheat.
Right,
I mean, that was part of being a family was cheating.
Do you have a 3 of clubs? Nope.
Yeah, you had Monopoly. I mean, and then the adults would be in one room playing, the kids would be in another room, and then you can't wait till somebody send you to the store so you can make some money. Then you go to the store. The whole thing was getting outside.
Right. Now back to man foods. Would you eat a sandwich after all that activity?
Oh man,
Lewis, did you play hide and go get it?
All day long in Philly, all day long. I never got anything, but you know, man, them girls wasn't giving up nothing, man.
You wasn't a fast runner.
All you got was that's all you did. You ended up with
that's what all you're supposed to be doing at a certain age.
and then you
hunching.
and then you end up with a stain.
Coochie.
That was like
we call it hunching.
I remember my one girl.
You didn't hump on Jackie. Yes, I did.
No, I thought I was doing it to a girl, and I was in her navel.
Wow.
Yeah, that used to be one of my first jokes.
So did you fit?
Oh, hilarious. I drew back lint. Yeah.
I want nothing else.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we had fun growing up.
I'm pregnant.
My navel's growing. But, and she had an innie.
Oh, girls with innie, those are the cute girls.
Yeah, those are cute girls. Girl had an Audi. You like, oh, dog, yeah. Yeah, Cynthia had an Audi.
Cynthia?
That was her name. That was my first girlfriend. She had a big nose. Her nose was bigger than mine. I was
Impossible.
So man, you imagine us having kids? Man, it'd been a snuffleupagus, man. Come on.
Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, or whatever that is. But yeah, I mean, growing up in Philly was such a great, I mean, I'm sure everyone had great times growing up in their neighborhood because the neighborhood was full of families.
Back then, we don't have that now.
Oh, no, man. You got, man, please. To bring a neighborhood together, somebody has to die.
So did you learn how to ride a bike?
Oh, man, that was the best thing, learning how to ride a bike. Because we didn't have training wheels.
Exactly.
You didn't start off with training wheels. If you had training wheels, you were handicapped, or challenged.
Because training wheels were not included. Those were extra.
Right. And the thing about your dad teaching you how to ride a bike, eventually he would get tired and just push you.
Right.
And then you be on your own. You just push you hard as you can. And then I remember teaching my kids how to ride a bike. And you feel so good as a parent when they get it. It's like, yay, he made it.
Who were quicker, your daughter or your son?
Oh, Peyton was quicker than Lou struggled. Lou walked late. Lou Peyton was on top of it, but we knew Peyton was going to be ahead of the game because one day we were washing the car, and they were in the front seat, and Lewis was pretending like he was driving, and Peyton leaned over. Let's do it for Rio. It was like, okay, she's gonna have issues. But yeah, those were fun times. Right. I remember when I first got my first mini bike. That was it. When you got a mini bike, man.
Wait a minute, hold up. Where'd you get the motor from?
What about a moped?
No, mini bikes are before mopeds, fact freedom.
Yeah, mini bikes.
You gotta build this thing.
Yeah, mini bike was we had a mini bike that you didn't build that. It came with a motor. My dad, was working.
Okay.
And we were kind of like the white black family in the neighborhood.
Gotcha.
We had the first good stuff, and then it ended up getting stolen.
Okay.
Of course, my dad broke it because Christmas Eve he's riding it.
Why?
Him and his boys, because my dad, and the next thing it's broke, so I didn't have it for Christmas. He's like, oh well, we'll get it fixed. And my first bike got stolen because I took it around the corner. My dad told me not to take it around the corner.
Debo got you.
Hey man, he told me, and this was the thing. I was such a punk. But I looked at it in a practical way.
Like, did you have a basket on your bike?
No, but my man said it was a maroon bike. He said, "Get off the bike." A
bell?
No, that's cold, POTUS. He said, "Get off the bike so I don't have to punch you." I was like, that makes sense. So I got off the bike. Next thing I know, he's running down the hill. And I went like a few steps, hey, come back. And I was like, I can't catch him. He's going downhill.
Right.
So I went back home, told my dad, and that's when I went and had to get a job. You going to get a job, boy. I ain't buying you another bike. And he never bought me another bike. But that was a fun time, man. We had so much fun growing up.
Debo'd out your bike.
In the late night.
Yeah, it wasn't even Debo. He polite. He told me. But that made sense to me. Why should I get punched on a bike I didn't buy?
But how did you know he was going to punch you unless
Because he said it in a full sentence. Wasn't no fragment. He said straight up, hey, man, you should get off the bike before I have to punch you. And he looked like he could punch me.
Did he have a leather coat on?
No, he didn't. It was in the summertime.
Was
he had
he
a tank
bigger
top.
than you?
Yeah. Well, as far as I was concerned.
What was her name?
Oh, man, come on. Leave Phyllis alone. Phyllis was a tough one, boy. I remember Phyllis. She could fight.
So Phyllis took your bike, and then what happened?
No, Phyllis didn't fight. Phyllis tried to make me do it to her once. I'll never forget it.
Wait a minute.
Hey, man.
She tried to make you?
Make me. I was scared.
She wanted some Lewis love?
Phyllis said, you going to do it to me. That was when they said, I was like, do it to you.
Did you do it?
No, I ran.
Oh.
I ran and told my sister. And my sister was like, well, I can't beat Phyllis, so you're going to have to go do it to her.
Wow.
But I
you were
stayed
scared
away
of Phyllis like that?
Man, Phyllis was
How
thick.
old were you two?
I was about 13. Yeah, Phyllis was, she may be about 15. She was doing it to all the boys.
Okay.
Phyllis.
It was your turn.
I guess so.
Hilarious.
But what was your sandwich?
Your
sandwich, food, your man food.
My sandwich, LD, was a turkey and roast beef sandwich.
Oh, y'all were living good.
That wasn't living good because, you get the butcher. So we know the butcher. We go around the back. Hey, can we get the scraps of the... Because when you go to the store and you see when they cutting it, some of that stuff fall on the floor.
Okay, so you took the meat off the floor?
Yeah.
Oh,
now,
my goodness.
how many brothers and sisters did you have growing up?
This is a family thing.
So your mama went with you?
This is a family thing. 4 brothers, 3 sisters.
And you
You had
took
7?
the meat off the floor.
No, I'm saying as we riding our bikes, we hungry throughout the day.
Uh-huh.
We didn't already got the loaf of bread, but we get wheat bread. So we got to go to the butcher and get the meat that they cut from the thing that, when it's on a slicer. No, they slice it.
Right, yeah. On the slicing machine.
On a slicer machine. So all that's meat in there. That's all the little pieces right there.
Right.
So we would get that. They would bag it up for us. We would take that, and we going to mix that together with mustard. We didn't do mayonnaise.
Y'all didn't do mayonnaise?
No, and then we do the mustard and the roast beef and the turkey and make a sandwich. We didn't have no lettuce. We didn't have tomatoes.
No, we didn't have no lettuce.
It was a sandwich. We riding bikes. We got to keep it moving.
So y'all were actually really boys in the hood.
Right. We were.
Oh, look at that body.
Because we bought the bread. Now we got to go get the meat from the butcher shop.
Okay.
Not from the actual store.
And what did y'all drink?
We drank they had Springfield sodas.
Okay. We had Frank sodas growing up.
Okay, we had Springfield sodas. You get 5 for $1.
5 cans or bottle?
5 cans.
For $1?
Oh, yeah, this is 12-ounce cans for $1. So you get you a strawberry, you get you a grape, you get you an orange, you get the cream soda for Sunday dinner.
Okay. I didn't like cream soda.
No, that was a special treat.
We had black cherry. I was a black cherry guy with grape.
Yeah, we drink that during the week.
Now we had orange drink too. It was an orange drink, and we had tasty cakes growing up. What were you guys? Because ours was tasty cakes.
We was Hostess.
Hostess. We were Tasty Cakes. We were Tasty Cakes, and you had man, those were good.
No, you get the apple pie, the cherry pie, or the
Man, with nothing like a Tasty
the
Cake.
lemon pie.
And Wise potato chips. Everybody had their what was yours, Poetess?
Twinkies.
That's fact Frida.
Okay, Twinkies.
Yeah, I used to like and ding dongs.
Oh, ding dong.
Oh, I got a nice ding dong for you.
That was so easy. That was so easy.
Ding ding dong.
ding 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 dong. Ding ding. That's funny. that was a great time growing up. I mean,
and you know what? The snacks are different now.
Snacks.
They put all kinds of junk, real junk. I mean, at least back then, you knew you were getting like real flour, eggs. You know, but now they got all this other shit.
Yeah, because we grew up we had water ice and pretzel. That was actually a meal. If you had a
water ice.
Yeah, water ice
with flavor.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Okay.
We call it a snow cone.
Right. Okay, we called it water ice,
Yeah.
and then you had a pretzel, and the pretzels were great. You had a Philadelphia pretzel, right? Didn't they give you a pretzel? I used to have them when I came back. I didn't give out too many because when I bring it back here, I eat them all. I just sit up and eat the pretzels.
What, the hard pretzels or the warm bread?
No,
pretzels?
they're big and they're soft. You can just pull it. You can break it off and eat it. It was just the best pretzel in the world.
Salt?
In Philly. Yeah, salt on it. I mean, they sold it they sell it on the street corner. You know, and it comes in a bag. But
Yeah, but here you had to go to the mall to get one of those. You couldn't get those.
Yeah.
On the street.
all of our stuff was on the street.
Yeah, we had to go to the mall to get that.
Now I'm even leery of eating, cart vendors off the street.
Oh man, these Mexicans be eating everything off the street.
So what do you
Wrap
think about
bacon.
What do you think
hot
about the
dogs.
catering truck business here? Because it's serious now.
No, in Philly, it's really big out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, things have changed. You
Right,
know, when I was
right.
growing up, it was more corner stores, and it's things have changed, and the people who things are different,
Right.
and you have to adapt to it. I mean, when I go, I just find out where to go. My boys, but I'll go to the established places where I grew up. Those are not there anymore. But you go to Pat's or different Geno's, different places.
I thought that was for tourists.
No, I mean you just gotta know. Like I said, I gotta make sure the grill is dirty.
The dirty grill. Yeah, you always say that.
Pecano's was we up in West Oak Lane, and but food is different now. Everything is but out here Philly's best is what I eat out here in Cali. It's the best place on Ventura. Shout out to them. I love that place.
Now everything is in the bread, right?
In the bread
with a Philly sandwich.
Yep, in the bread. Philly's cheesesteak is about the bread.
So is it flown back from Philly?
Yeah, they fly their stuff out. Yeah, they fly the bread out. You got 10 minutes left. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but I'm having a good time. I've had a great time. It's time flew by.
In the late night, TDP, Mr. 123 Knox Baby.
And Louis Sticks. Why is it 1, 2, 3, 3 Knox Baby? What is that about?
Okay, that started, we were on tour, and we were going to Vegas, and we were on that bus. We all had the chicken and all that and the drink. This is when we were doing the Foxhole.
I remember that tour bus thing.
Right.
Yeah, right. And
so
it was a party bus.
Yeah. And we partied
Were
all
you
the way.
on the bus with us, Louis?
I think was
Yeah.
Larry Lala driving?
Yeah.
Larry Lala was driving.
I didn't want to say that part,
Yeah,
but
Larry Lala was driving, and yeah, right. I remember that. And then people were dancing and
Yeah,
partying.
it was
So-
fun. Johnny Mac.
Yeah.
Johnny Mac did a whole Maxwell tribute going through Victorville. So
Yeah, we did drive by his prison, right?
I was requesting R. Kelly's 3 Knocks at the door for the TP 2000 CD. So she kept playing other songs, but me and Johnny Mac was talking. I was like, no, that ain't it. That ain't it. She kept playing the wrong song. So then she's like, well, ain't no song named 3 Knocks. I said, yes, it is, bitch. And then Mr. 3 Knocks was, because as soon as she said that, the song came on and he said the line. And I said, yes, it is, bitch.
That line is in the song.
I said the 3 Knocks is the song. So that's where Mr. 3 Knocks, Mr. What? Yeah.
And that was the show we did in Vegas, and then
I was on a tour bus.
That's when the girl and the guy were on the show, and I told them they wouldn't make it.
Exactly.
I told
Oh
them-
yeah, Eva. Wasn't it Eva and
Lance,
her boyfriend?
And Lance,
Yeah.
I told them they wouldn't last, and then it didn't.
And they had a some type of African. I think your boy was performing, and all the people from that country was in our hotel.
And we tore up that whole lobby because we were cussing, and everybody was like, "Man, we tore that lobby."
So then,
Wasn't George Wallace on with us that day? That
I
weekend?
don't.
no, I'm saying I remember all The Africans.
Lavelle Crawford. It was somebody.
Yeah, it was somebody. It was somebody else. Yeah, it was somebody. Another comedian.
Okay,
Yeah.
my question is, do you remember the Africans that stayed in the hotel we stayed at?
I remember. Yeah, because we were at. There was a pool.
Right.
Right. Yes, and all those Africans. Yeah, I remember that.
So a few of them came to the show.
Yeah, and then one went to somebody's room.
So Johnny Mac said, "Y'all got a lot of flies in your country," because they came up and we were talking to him. So he's like, "Yeah, we do." But then the flies start coming all to the thing. I said, "Damn, what time do these flies go to sleep?"
That was fun time.
Those were fun times.
We had some fun times. And the people were nice. Yeah, we were. Yeah, that was fun times.
We partied all the way up into the city.
Yeah, we did.
We always talk about the D.C. trip when you almost
Do you
got
remember
beat
that?
up.
Yeah, and that's
with
funny.
the guy with the ponytail.
Yeah, I don't think it was me almost get beat up. He was trying to step. See, that's what I'm saying about almost getting beat up. To me, doesn't work.
Okay.
You either get beat up or you don't. See, he didn't step all the way because he was going to beat me up. He would have beat me up.
They get beat up or you don't.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say somebody almost beat you up.
He gave you a pass.
No, he didn't give me a pass because if he wanted to, he could have came and got it. He didn't want to get it. See, that's why this whole false.
No, you back down.
No, I did not back down. I was standing up.
Fact Frida.
Yeah, I would not back down. I've never backed down.
Okay, I was there.
Okay.
So was I.
Thank you.
Did I back down?
Yeah.
Legendary Chuck Brown, rest in power. Great interview with that guy. So we turned to the audience. So my man was just walking up and down, and LD, I don't know if you remember this. He's like, "Man, sit down. We see you." That's how it all started.
Right.
That's how it all started.
And that was the
Who
truth.
said we see you? LD?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he kept walking so he could be seen.
So I said,
And he had a ponytail.
This is going to be a long night. He had a ponytail hanging out.
Right.
So when he got mad at you, he took off his hat and dropped the other ponytail. Like, you can get ready to get your ass whooped. You remember that part?
I remember that. And that's what I'm saying. You can't get ready to get. You either get beat up
I
or you
understand
don't.
that part, but I'm just saying that's how the tension was.
Right, and everyone else got scared.
Right.
I didn't get scared. Marcus King and them got scared. I didn't get scared. I didn't get scared. I didn't run behind you.
No, what I'm saying is everything was calm, but that dude was hot that he took off his hat.
But you admitted you're not a fighter.
If you I'm going to defend myself. I mean, I'm capable of doing that. I'm not going to talk trash and not be able to defend myself. I've taken
Yeah,
classes.
because I've seen you just like go push people to just that point.
But I grew up in Philly, so I mean.
Are you talking about the Conga Room incident?
What incident is that, TDP?
When he got into one of those people?
No. I don't know. It's
what is it? The LGLB community?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
That's when I asked homie. I was like,
Scott.
Oh.
yeah. Let me go there. I asked homie what is he going to be and all that. That whole world is just.
No, we heard that. But I was there.
No.
You thought he was a chick from
No, I
behind.
did not. Let's
that
get
what happened?
no. See, that's what I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. It's fact Frida.
No, she's wrong.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying about. See, that's what bothers me with sometimes when women try to act like men thought some. That's not true at all.
Speak on it.
I knew it was whatever. Okay, so I didn't think that she was a woman.
Okay, well,
that's
thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah,
Because
so
you did the
that's
show
somebody-
misconception.
before that, right? You
Yeah,
was on the
so
show
yeah,
before that.
and so I was like, you should make up your mind what you gonna be that night because I didn't think that was
How come
BS.
He couldn't be who he is?
No, that was just my question.
Oh.
So it
okay.
wasn't
But
about.
Why,
See, that's what I'm
why
saying.
were you upset about it?
I wasn't
why
upset.
Why are you getting upset
Well,
with
I'm
me?
getting upset because I hate when people try to make it like a gay thing.
No,
like I
but
thought,
you- but
no,
you-
no. Let
you
me clarify this. Let me clarify this. I don't like. That's part of the mandate thing. Men cannot have a statement when it comes to a woman that's dressed like a man, whatever. It's got to be our homophobicness.
Statement.
And it's not. I was just calling it what it was. I didn't think anything about it. Wasn't even an issue.
Okay.
But so then you make it as if, well, you thought that it was a woman and you wanted to hit on it. No,
Yeah, I don't think
not
that-
at
I don't
all.
think
I
that happened.
didn't.
Well, that's
say
where- but
that,
I'm saying-
that's the story.
Well, but that story wasn't true, and for
Okay,
someone,
well, I'm
and it
glad.
bothers me when people repeat that.
Okay, but
because
now
that's
you're
something to do.
clarifying it.
Right, but it's not that
Okay.
stuff. That stuff irritates me because
Okay.
men are not. That's exactly why we're doing this show.
I understand.
That's exactly
Because
why
you
we're doing
actually
this show.
sat on the panel with that person before that incident even took place.
Right.
So we already know you
Knew what was what.
Right.
So, but that was the way for somebody to get publicity.
Got you.
Who we know that's what they do.
Got you.
Okay.
So to me, that's exactly why we're doing this show, so we can leave all that BS outside
Right.
and talk about men and be able to relate to men about my man. Hey, I love this man. This is a great man for me, and not have any sexuality put in it. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the problem with women, I believe. They're so lonely and insecure.
TDP laughed too.
I did laugh.
My point is that's what's wrong with some women, and he's got a little woman in him.
My point is we're living in a different era than when that happened.
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is, do we hold off and not go forward with the program, and we stick to our guns on these issues, or we let that happen?
No, we let.
Well, I'm saying we're not, because you addressed the issue of a false story.
we let those people or whoever. This is our world,
right?
So my thing is, this is what we want to talk about as men.
Okay.
And it doesn't have anything you want to add to it. It has to come through the man way.
Proper channels.
Yes, it's not all that other extra stuff is for people behind the keyboard to say whatever they want to say.
X.
No, X was cool. That was funny.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was man. That was man funny.
Thank you.
That wasn't.
Okay.
That wasn't. Because after a while, the sexuality is just ridiculous.
Got you.
So that's
Okay,
we like I like women.
I like women too.
Thanks for clearing that up. I appreciate it.
I don't think I needed to clear it. I didn't even want to.
No, you did.
I'm glad that you.
But that's a part of growing as a man.
No, I'm already a man.
I'm saying, far as the story.
And as far as the young man listening to you.
Right.
Today.
You address that situation, because a lot of people don't know what happened.
See, that's what I'm saying about these young people. They got to handle their situation first.
Okay, well,
it's a tool.
Let's carry this conversation on till next Friday.
No, next Friday we have a whole different subject. That we're
we're going to be talking about different stuff. We'll find out what goes on in the week with men. We'll go on our men website.
Okay, the show is growing, and we.
So is my.
We need to go out on a 50 Cent or something.
A what?
A 50 Cent song.
Oh no, I found some Curtis Mayfield for you.
That's what we said we was gonna rap with.
Yeah, here you go.
On the late night, TDP, Mr. 123 Knox, baby, and hilarious.
Hold up. Even the wicked get worse than they deserve. Louis Dix.
Is that your quote of the evening?
Yeah, even the wicked get worse than they deserve. I'm Louis Dix.
Is this the song you wanted?
I did.
As long as it got that Curtis Mayfield lick.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You hear that lick. You young people, those are instruments you hear.
Live music.
All day long. It's been a lot of fun, TDP.
I enjoyed myself.
See you next week.
On the late night.
All day long. We out.